to an order protecting anonymous online speech from being unmasked through misuse of copyright law.
Alright, say no more. Yo, is that why in y'all motion to quash you were admitting that the Reddit admins were trying to give you software and sources or software and services so you could scrub your PIIs and like that? You know, a bit of spoilation, at least what they call it in the industry, you know, truly the layman. But would you like to discuss that? These bro, oh my like yo, these are the worst type to deal with because they're always just gonna deny, lie, victim complex, cry bully. Like they're just gonna keep doing it, bro. You suck. Like, oh my god. Not even go off. Whatever, it's late. I don't even care, bro. Like, y'all just genuinely suck. Like, you're just gonna keep doing deny, deflect, counterattack every time, bro. And the reason you're gonna do that is because you morons know deep down, hey, man, we are. Actually, nah, I'm lying, bro. They don't know that. They're just delusional enough, bro. They've been drinking out of Son's stupid juice long enough to truly believe that they are the victims in this situation. Did you believe that? I'm telling you, man. These content creators are better yet your favorite content creators online. Can you please just like the content or something? And like, you could even still, you could like their opinions, but like, can you have your own and think objective? Jesus Lord. It's just embarrassing for these fools, bro. Embarrassing! Extremely. You already know what it is, baby. You've seen title and thumbnail. Looks like we're dealing with more heads that have been cooked out in the EHDIA plus cinematic universe, and in specific, I mean, TNT, you've seen it. The H3 Snark mods. But of course, first, a little backstory. You already know every time when we checking out updates on the whole malicious or contributory malicious copyright infringement lawsuit when it comes to the H3 Snark mods and even Denim's case Strana Frogan, we're checking out Lust, baby. Shout out all over, checking out Lust again today. But in the last vid, he was going over how the H3 Snark mods have come up with basically 8 different defenses that they're going to try to use within them, obviously getting subpoenaed, them filing a motion to quash, and the whole beat on just overall, yeah, them getting subpoenaed, right? And we were listening to that boy from Lust. Again, shout out love. And from what Lust was saying and from what we were seeing, I don't think those defenses are gonna go so well. Especially, again, not after, like, a good amount of them, especially, like, since Lust, the way he was going about them in order, like, the first ones were, like, the most, I guess you could say, relevant or plausible defenses, even though basically none of these are. And then going down the list, like, yeah, it just becomes less and less plausible as a defense. And, like, yeah, the last 6 was really not looking good, especially one of them being, like, oh yeah, like Holland's been Ethan and Elar are gonna try to use like these guys PII or whatever to like harass them, get them like, you know what I'm saying, brigaded, all that. Yeah, no, again, I don't know how many times, at least the way I'm seeing it, and the way we've seen from Ethan, because he literally said this on the pod many of times. Literally last time he had talked about updates on it, I remember we watched a little highlight of it. But yeah, he's not trying to do that. He just needs, he says PII so he could officially, you know what I'm saying, sue them within legal counsel, within, you know, having their legal names, because this is the same thing with Denim's, Casey Tron, and Frogan. You can't sue Denim's, you can't sue Casey Tron, you can't sue Frogan, but you can sue themselves, like their actual names and all that, which, you know, they're not trying to dox or whatever, you know, we've seen it on these papers, but you got to sue them, the actual person, not some online username gimmick, John. So it's the same thing with H3 Snark mods. You can't sue a Roman P. You got to sue whoever is behind this Roman P account. So yeah, they were going through all these different defenses, and needless to say, like I've been seeing in all of these videos, it's garbage. Victim complex, cry bully. So yeah, they're still cooked on that. But it seems as though Lust dropped another update because apparently the H3 Snark mods have now had their lawyer drop another document. It is the collective of the Declaration of the Does. Apparently it's 133 pages. Who is surprised? Absolutely nobody. Yeah, they keep making these documents extensive. And if, again, we've seen Lust, you've seen him say, yeah, usually, especially in law school, you know what I'm saying, they'll tell you, traditionally, you want to keep your documents short and get straight to the point, because if it's really long, then it's not really worth anything. But obviously, main thing into that is, like, if it takes you so long to get across your point, then did you really have a point at all? You probably didn't. And I know for sure these snarkers did not, considering the defame, lie, slander, and all that, miscontrol the arguments, and spread misinformation. So we've seen that whole, like, so you already know we got to go ahead and see what Lust is saying about this new 133-page doc from them. So let's not waste any more time. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yep everything every single time. Let's see how cooked the H3 Snark mods are. Like we said in the intro, you better shout out share to love with the lawyer covering the case because he's not on it. Not the History Snark Mod's lawyer. Lus! I love seeing Lus, baby. Why not? Ethan Klein versus H3 Snark. H3 Snark, 133 pages. Collective Declaration of Does. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG video by Lus, better shout out share to love. Now, description, first link, show to love with said name. Y'all better stop playing with the lawyer covering the case, baby. And let's get right into it. Factual. Yeah, because we don't have no time to waste with these idiots. Not these G-boys.
Hey guys, so I've been wanting to get to this part for a while. It's 133 pages, but I'm going to summarize and condense this for you.
Jarvis, summarize this shit.
So it is the Declaration of Doe Defendants, the
Shout out Lus.
Free Snark moderators, and it is very long. It is very long. It supports a motion to quash subpoenas that Ethan Klein and TED Entertainment, which we're going to call TEI.
Okay, so yeah, I can see it right here. Declaration of Doe defendants in support of the motion to quash plaintiffs' subpoenas to Reddit, Inc. and Discord, Inc. Yeah, the motion to quash, we already know the motion to quash was 742 pages, and like basically only the last couple of pages of the actual document is relevant because most of it was just putting links to completely random things that do not help the argument of them not committing contributory malicious copyright infringement. Whole beat.
Issued to Reddit and Discord seeking to identify anonymous moderators and users of the subreddit H3 Snark. So giving you a little bit of background, Ethan Klein and TEI filed free copyright-related lawsuits in 2025.
Denims, Caseytron, Frogan.
These lawsuits targeted anonymous Reddit users, the Does, who moderated or participated in H3 Snark, a subreddit critical to Ethan and his content.
And yep, this is where the subpoena comes from to the H3 Snark mods.
TEI claims that the subreddit promoted and coordinated copyright infringement by linking to videos reacting to H3 content, notably Countdown and Nuke.
Yep, that would be, in specific for that, yeah, that would be Denims, because Denims had streamed like the H3 podcast episode that was before the Nuke was about to drop, and then obviously we know. Definitely stream the Nuke. But with transformative, or with fairness, or better yet, with it. Truly never beating the grammar allegations or can't grammar allegations. But yeah, not only that, but also, you know, try to make it transformative and or fair use with the content nuke, which we know.
The Does claim TEI's true purpose is to unmask, punish, and silence critics, not to enforce copyright law. The purpose of the declaration, the Does filed this declaration to rebuke TEI's claim and evidence, demonstrate that TEI's subpoena are retaliatory.
I feel like this is like, yeah, well, I already know this because misconstruement of like arguments and shit like that, but this is really a wording thing. Like, yeah, technically this is the silence you bulls. Let's keep it a buck. If you realizes though that within the shit you're doing is malicious copyright infringement, or specifically for the H3 Snark mods, contributory malicious copyright infringement, and you get generational bankruptcy because you did this shit, would you be incentivized to do this again? No. Nah. Also to that, again, it is outside of the lawsuit, but yeah, again, you both spreading misinformation, lies, slander, and all that. Do you think Ethan would want heads lying about him, slandering him? No! Like, fuck? And aren't these the same niggas that get mad when people quote-unquote lie and slander that nigga Hassan? They do.
And overboard.
Like, how can we not? Again, this is the whole thing with them too, which is why it's so annoying for them in the motion to quash. I know, yo, truly yaps everything, but like, yeah, the main thing in our motion to quash is saying they're gonna be psychologically and financially ruined, bro. This shit is gonna fuck up their lives. Have you not realized all the shit that's been happening to Ethan Hunt, Miss Ela, the crew? Y'all niggas been fucking up their lives, but you don't give a fuck because again, they're not your God Zaddy King Hassan, so who gives a shit about him? This is the energy. So who gives a shit about you niggas? Nobody.
So that
not even your own God Zaddy King. Notice me, senpai. Notice me, Hassan senpai, please. Boy, I ain't called you like.
Their subreddit activity was protected free speech under the First Amendment. Core arguments by the Doe defendants: these subpoenas are retaliatory and abusive. TEI seeks to identify dozens of Reddit and Discord users, many unrelated,
specifically H3 Snark mods,
related to H3 Snark. Several accounts targeted in these subpoenas were never moderators, active users, or even real. The Does argue that TEI's true goal is to intimidate critics by doxing them,
This is like actually cap. Again, who gives a fuck about you niggas, bro? Niggas don't really give a shit to know who you guys actually are. Again, the only reason is to get your name so you guys can realistically, I mean, you're already being sued through the subpoena, but so you could actually get through your own legal name through the council, bruh, sued yourself.
H3 Snark's moderation was lawful. Again, these are the arguments. We will get to Ethan's arguments tomorrow.
Say no more. But yeah, see, like y'all even coming off of the last video, if you had seen that, Joe, with the 8 legal defenses, like we're coming into this now, seeing their 133 page, Joe, and it's more of the arguments. Do you see how fucking ass these are?
The H3 Snark moderation was lawful. The subreddit discussed public matters and moderated against harassment, doxing, or personal attacks. It enforced strict rules regarding Ethan Klein's children and private life. Moderation practices were voluntary and unpaid. TEI's copyright
Free 99.
Number 3, TEI's copyright claims are baseless. The Doe's
Their copyright claims are fucking baseless? Yeah, see, yeah, we're getting more like the reason, like the defenses that they were using yesterday, and oh my god, like, dude, it's baseless? It's baseless. It has no merit at all whatsoever. Okay, word, say no more. So when fucking Denims is like, yo, I know heads didn't want to necessarily support this terrible ass video, bro, you know what I'm saying? But y'all should throw a follow, bro, throw a sub, throw a prime. Casey trying to be like, I don't know, heads don't want to necessarily support Ethan Klein. Say no more. Them shits is baseless.
never uploaded or distributed infringing content. They only facilitated discussion of others' reactions. A YouTube alternative site.
Yeah, how you do that? Did you do it on a mega thread? In which you told people to go watch along with them on some watch party shit? You know, not making it transformative or fairly using it? Very interesting.
YouTube. LinkedIn Discussions was not a piracy site, but an open source.
I'm trying to nah, bro. Fuck that, bro. It literally. Oh my god, look, it says right here. No H3 Snark moderator ever referred to any reaction streams, linked or otherwise, as watch parties. Oh my fucking god, I hate you goddamn wretchful subhuman homunculoids. I fucking hate them. I really do, dude. And niggas will eat this shit up. You didn't? Fuck y'all niggas. You know what? Say no more. You know what? Cool. Hey everyone. We've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Several creators have mentioned they're planning to stream their reactions on post-reaction videos in the coming days. Here's a list of creators who supported our sub either by engaging with us directly or citing our posts in their own critiques of H3. If you're planning to watch along with any of them. Nah, we never talked about watch parties, watch along, or anything. Facts. We ask that you carry our subs rules into those spaces and feel free to check out Frogan, Denims, Casey-Tron. We got a whole bunch of the Goon Squad on this shit, but yeah, don't these names sound familiar? Because they're the ones getting sued for malicious copyright infringement. But there were no oh, and by the way, to any reaction streams linked. Dude. I'm like, bro. Hold on, I gotta put my Jones back on for this. I might be a little too blind. Actually, I know I am. Nah, fuck it, bro. You can't believe your eyes, bro. You gotta believe those journalists, bro. Facts. Nah, bro. You can't trust your own vision, your own judgment. You can't be objective or none of that, bro. If it didn't come from Taylor Lorenz, then it's bullshit, bro. Don't even worry about it. Facts.
The Does note that TEI never filed DMCA takedowns before suing, suggesting their motives weren't copyright related. Fair use.
Isn't that
defense, the declaration heavily cites.
I could be wrong. I will call myself out on that if I am wrong. But I'm pretty sure like Ethan had sent out some DMCAs on the literal like Snark, like leftovers and shit, because they were using clips. Like, did that not happen?
Don vs. Klein, 2017, where Ethan Klein himself successfully used fair use to defend a reaction video. They argued that streamers like Denims, whose reaction video TEI cited, provided extensive commentary, pausing over 150 times to critique Klein's nuke video, making it.
Can we get examples of that? Because that's not what I seen. Like to be and again charitable and fair. Like Denim's her quote unquote reaction and all that type of beat was obviously like longer than the video. But then obviously then you get into the nuances. Okay, well it couldn't be longer, but what did she actually say during this jump? And better yet to that, even barring like the transformative part of into it, she still went into this boy obviously not wanting to share any type of support to Ethan, especially monetarily, considering throw a follow, a prime, a sub. I think those cost a little bit of bread. When instead those heads watching the video through you to throw these primes and shit like that could just go watch the video and support Ethan. or not even, or better yet, to not even take it away, not even support Ethan. You don't even have to like him. Again, that's this whole shit I've been saying all the time. You can critique whoever the fuck. You can not like whoever the fuck you want on the internet, whatever it means. But like, can you not like them on shit that is real? Like, actually, like, there in basis? Like, dude, shit is actually insane, bro. Oh my god, it's so stupid, bro. It's just so dumb. But sure, yep, they're gonna keep lying their way through this shit, and it's not gonna work.
Transformative content under fair use law.
How the
Number
fuck?
5, public
You are so unavoidable, you motherfucker. I swear to God, bro.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
statements show clients' intent to retaliate. The declaration includes transcripts of clients' H3 podcast episodes where he discusses getting their names and ruining moderators financially.
Yeah.
On air, Klein called the lawsuits revenge against critics.
If you can't afford them fucking lawsuits, bro, you're gonna get cooked. Especially if you are the one that put yourself in a position to get sued. Like, fuck, maybe you shouldn't have put yourself in that position.
And mocked the defendants for hiring lawyers. He even joked about whether Reddit moderators had jobs or monies to defend themselves.
Yeah, I would ask the same question, because the way you niggas are so fucking unemployed over here fucking all hours of the day, like the nigga Gato and fucking Gorby, bro, blatantly sucking that nigga's cock and sucking that nigga Hassan's cock in the streams. There's no way you niggas got jobs. That shit is ridiculous, bro. You niggas unemployed for sure. You're spending all damn, bro. Yo, Gato was putting out like 40 fucking tweets a day, bro. Like insane works. I'm like, dude, there's no way you niggas got jobs. I would be on that same timing.
Number 6, harassment and doxing concerns. The Doe cite multiple
Oh yeah, this shit is about to be so ass. Watch this. I already know.
instances where Klein or his fan base allegedly threatened or harassed him online. They claim
Can they show examples of this?
Klein posted Instagram stories implying he would expose moderators' personal identities to family, friends, work, and school. These threats allegedly caused H3 Snark to go.
Oh yeah, I know what post he's talking about. Where he was like, Ethan was like, yeah, I wonder if these people's families would like to know what they've been up to. Like, fuck. Does that mean, yeah, bro, we're gonna source this shit out to the entire fucking world to make sure that these heads get harassed? It's like, no. Bruh, clearly to that act, it's like, yo, these bulls are getting sued, and if your family is asking why we're now financially fucking destitute, just like fucking Casey Tron, oh, you know who? Well, better yet, it's not even gonna, you know whose fault it would be? Well, to them, it would be Ethan's fault, but realistically, it would be theirs!
Inactive from February 2025 and permanently shut down by May 2025. Rebuttals to the TI claims. TI accused H3 Snark moderators of defamation and harassment, including spreading false rumors. For example, drug use allegations and
Yoko. Drugs?
false reports to
Inbred?
child services. The Does responded that these accusations are fabricated or misattributed, emphasizing they condemned any harassment and no involvement with those incidences. They point out that even Klein himself continues to publicly disclose personal information, undermining claims of fearing harassment. What was actually the evidence here? The declaration includes
I'm about to say, yeah, please. What is this personal info you sharing?
screenshots, transcripts, and YouTube timestamps showing Denon's transformative commentary, Instagram stories, H3 podcast quotes, and Reddit posts showing Klein's statements about exposing moderators. Proof that TEI's attorney monitored the subreddit and could easily identify moderators without broad subpoenas. Example of H3's history of weaponizing legal threats against critics. So the relief that they're asking for, they don't ask the court to quash TEI subpoena to Reddit and
No.
Discord in full, award attorney fees to those,
Nigga, fuck no.
issue an order protecting anonymous online speech from being unmasked through misuse of copyright law.
Alright, say no more. Yo, is that why in y'all fucking motion to quash you were admitting that the Reddit admins were trying to give you fucking software and sources, or software and services so you could scrub your PIIs and shit like that? You know, a bit of spoilation, at least what they call it in the industry, you know, truly the layman. But, would you like to discuss that shit? And these niggas talk, bro. Oh my fucking god, like, yo, these are the worst type of niggas to deal with, because they're always just gonna deny, lie, victim complex, cry bully. Like, they're just gonna keep doing it, bro. You niggas fucking suck. Like, oh my god. This shit not even go off? Whatever, it's late. I don't even care, bro. Like, y'all heads just genuinely suck. Like, you're just gonna keep doing deny, deflect, counterattack every time, bro. And the reason you're gonna do that is because you morons know deep down, hey, man, We are fucked. Actually, nah, I'm lying, bro. They don't know that. They're just delusional enough, bro. They've been drinking out of San's stupid juice long enough to truly believe that they are the victims in this situation. Did you believe that? I'm telling you, man. These content creators, or better yet, your favorite content creators online. Can you please just like the content or something? And like, you could even still, you could like their opinions, but like, can you have your own and think objective? Jesus Lord. It's just embarrassing for these fools, bro. Embarrassing! Extremely. Like, bro, oh my god, I'm so tired of these fools.
The decorations portray TEI's actions as part of a campaign of legal intimidation designed to suppress criticism of even inclined rather than protect intellectual property. It argues that revealing the identities of Reddit users would expose them to harassment and violate their constitutional right to anonymous speech. The filing ends with...
You mean to anonymously spread false misinformation, you know what I'm saying? Slander heads, defame them and all that. Yeah. I bet. Like, dude, what are we talking about, bro? Your free speech is just straight hate speech. Like, what are we doing here?
A plea for the court to safeguard online expression and prevent copyright claims from being used as a pretext for personal retaliation. In a later video, we're probably going to grind out the conclusion. I think the conclusion is where all the information really lies. There's a lot of fluff, of course. It's 133 pages. It's very long to read. It's a lot of information to take in. Remember, this is the H3 Snark's perspective. This is their best opinion. That this is their best way to win. It is interesting. Again, I find it very ironic that they're saying, "Oh, we don't harass Ethan. We don't."
That's what I'm like, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. These niggas, like, oh my god, like these snarker fucking G boys are like literally the term 5 stats, stat 2, victim complex, formed as like they're characterized. They are literally like if the fucking term victim complex became a human. Like like they are going to play victim complex every single time. Like, yo, again. How could you sit here and cry victim? How could you sit here and be fucking cry bullies when, again, you dumb fucks acknowledge this shit that has happened to Ethan and Miss Ela, bruh? The fuck? Like, some of you niggas are even fucking parading that bullshit around like the false CPS called the human skulls. What the fuck? And you want to sit here and cry, bitch, and moan? Talk about, bro, we're gonna be financially destitute. We're done. Our psychological futures and financials. Ah! Like, bro, I ain't hearing that, little bro. Maybe a dumbass shit that never decided one day again, like I was saying the other shit. Yo, man, let me go on Google, Gmail. I said, I gotta get my Gmail already. We're gonna go on Reddit. Type this boy in. All right, Reddit account. You know what, Snark, I want to join. Better even before we get to that. You know what subreddit I want to join? Leftovers H3. What nigga told you dumbasses to do that? You! Oh my god, like, it's so fucking crazy, bro. What's next, bro? Ethan held me my fucking gunpoint and told me to sign up and join Snark so I could snark his ass. Like, bro, the fuck are you? These dumbasses are so stupid. It's so...
of H3 Snark. Right? Like, why did a bunch of people get together to join the subreddit? Was it to cheer Ethan on? Was it to say nice? No, it was to say nasty things, right? So is it all that surprising when a subreddit gets out of control and they start attacking Ethan's children? To me, no.
Snarkers. A member of a Snark subreddit on Reddit, a community dedicated to gossiping about and criticizing public figures. Our examples? Well, our main fucking characters. Leftovers H3, the H3 Snark, the H3 Snark mods. Like, yeah, like, yo, these motherfuckers going steadily try to lie. Nah, we ain't say no bad Johns, bro. Nah, we weren't harassing Ethan. Nah, we weren't. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Again, it's just like, it's like soyed up stupid ass when he keep fucking saying that dumbass shit, talking about, yo, bro, the Snark is the only place that protects people from harassment. The same spot that breeds it? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Oh my god, it's all these losers have left, dude.
Like, to me, like, they're framing it as, oh, this subreddit just has a few bad apples.
Yeah, how about every apple?
Well, when a subreddit is created for the sole purpose of attracting these bad apples, I do think the conclusion is worth reading on its own, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We have a lot of other stuff to cover in other legal cases since I've been sick for
Let's put in that work
over a month now. Yeah, probably over a month. But yeah, we will definitely do a good job reading in conclusion and bring to you why this is so important. And then, of course, we have Ethan's response tomorrow. I'm working hard on bringing that to light as well.
Mhm.
Many times when we're just reading and going over documents, it can seem very one sided because it is one sided. The document.
I'm like, bro, you come over here, I'll directly tell you it's one-sided. We can be charitable to the other side when we need to be, but bro, if you think I think that these niggas have any chance of winning this shit at all, you're fucking hilarious. Like we've been saying the whole time, can't even say it off of oh, Legal Mindset anymore. Yeah, he kind of went east. So that sucks. But I remember on the jump, what Legal Mindset was saying, which I still do feel is true. Is there a 100% chance that Ethan will win? No. But Merritt says it's looking like 95 fucking 5. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nah, I don't think these niggas win it or even getting close to that.
Documents are coming from either Ethan or H3 Snark. Right? And that's primarily 95% of the documents will come from one of those two sources. So they are very biased, and keep that in mind. Anyway, let me know if you guys like this video. Give it a like if you lasted this long.
Share the love of loss.
I am feeling a little bit better.
They already know, gang. I say no more. Come on, man. Shout out, share the love. With Lus! Again! You already know. Now, you already know. Lus is the lawyer, of course, covering the case. Good works every time. And even like he was saying, like, yo, he's obviously covering this boy with his opinions and conjecture. But when it comes to Lus's coverage, he gonna keep it a buck. Like, yo, the arguments these fools putting out, the way they're trying to argue that they shouldn't be subpoenaed, the way that they're still, to this day, trying to say that they're the victims in this boy. Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. Because they're not. They're just not. And again, with this new job, I guess we'll just go right into final opinions and conjecture and we'll just end it out. And with this new 133 page collection of like the does, just conjecture. Yeah, this shit is not helping. They're just doubling down on the dumb shit that is already basically false if you look into this, even on just the tiniest of base level, bro. They're just capping. It's annoying. But again, this is why I said for these like just like Hassan G-boy types, bro. These G-boy bulls, these Glazer bulls, these Orbiter bulls, bro. It's just I at this point I don't know what they're even doing this jump for, bro. Because I always ask just specifically for the G-boys because I already know why the Orbiters do this. Like Money and Cloud is evil. You pander to Hassan's audience and all that type of beat. Like you're just gonna go up. I mean, you're gonna go up with the worst audience ever, and you're gonna start eating you alive eventually, like how it has happened for several of these. You know what I'm saying? Heads orbiting Hassan, but. For these G-boys, I always ask, like, what the fuck are they doing this for? Like you niggas, you're doing all this shit, like, specifically these Snark mods, too, for free 90 fucking 9. You gain nothing at all whatsoever. Hassan Senpai maybe noticed, like, a couple of you niggas, and that's it, bro. He might have noticed Gato and Gorby. That's it, bro. Like, I don't... Like, they're just doing this shit for the love of embarrassment, like I've been saying. Like, bro, not for the love of the game, for the love of embarrassment. Because this shit right here, especially going over now, like, their whole lawsuit, them getting subpoenaed, their motion to quash, their responses, it's fucking embarrassing. This shit, like, yeah. Should have just never became Snarkers. I feel like that would have been more worth it. But that's just me, though. But anyway, you already know, super yap aside, final opinions and conjecture. That was by Lust.
To this long.
Ethan Klein versus H3 Snark. H3 Snark, 133 pages, collective decoration of the does. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG video without the TrillYap, TrillYap's everything, and definitely go see it fully from Lust. You already know Lust covering this boy amazingly, getting all the details, telling the real truth out here, because we know what bulls are going to be lying this entire time. G-boys. So yeah. Definitely go check out Lust. Of course, the OG video down in the description. First link, sure to love it. Of course, Lust again. And with that, baby, of course, like Lust said, there's going to be updates. Definitely either like, I think there was another video Lust had posted, funny enough, today. But definitely tomorrow, I know that. So, of course, we're going to check them boys out on the next time. And other than that, once more, I'm going to catch y'all. Well, like I just did. On the flip, baby. Peace.